As you guys can see from the title, we are doing a BAR class setup with the gameplay at the end of the video, actually after the setup. So yeah, let's get right into it. So for the muzzle, you guys want something that controls your accuracy, range, and your damage, and it increases that, and that is simply with the MX silencer. Now as you can see, it also has sound suppression, horizontal and vertical recoil control, which is a must for both vertical and horizontal, and then increases your damage range as well. And the only thing that increases is your aim down sight speed and your sprint to fire speed, which is fine. I do recommend running an SMG with this build, but for the gameplay I did run a sniper. But like I said, an SMG build with the BAR is probably meta and probably better, simply because indoors is not going to be helpful. But you know, I did clutch up with this game, with this gun in the game. So yes, MX silencer is the way to go. Now for the barrel, you also want to increase your recoil control and your accuracy as well as your range, and that is with the CGC 30-inch extra large, or the first one. I'm just gonna say the first one. As you can see, recoil control and accuracy is increased. Bullet velocity, which increases your range. As you can see, range, reduce scope, sway, and gun bob, which is pretty good. That also increases your accuracy, and it should be your control as well, because the scope, sway, and gun bob is pretty much control, so that should be up a little bit. And then your flinch resistant, which is also accuracy and control. I don't know why it says that decreases control when, as you can see from the pros, that increases control right here. But yes, the first one is the way to go. For the optic, it is literally personal preference. Now in my opinion, the slate reflector is still the best one in the game, but we're not going to be using that, okay? We're going to be using the G16 2.5. Now as you can see, it has a 2.5 magnification, while the slate reflector has a 1.35, so you can see a little bit better farther from range, because this is not an SMG. You can't make this an SMG build in my opinion. It increases your accuracy, your compact scope, and recoil controls. You can see accuracy goes up, and that's pretty much it. But that's all that matters when it comes to scopes. That's literally, if I scroll through all of these, literally the only thing affected is accuracy, and some of them actually lowers the mobility. So G16 2.5 is the best way to go. Now the stock, you don't have to unlock anything pretty much at all. As you can see, my weapon is level 28, and the best one in the game for this gun is the Chariot WR. As you can see, accuracy, flinch resistant, recoil control, aiming stability all goes up. As you can see, range goes up, accuracy, and the control right here. Only thing that goes down is mobility. That's why I do recommend running either a sniper, or even more recommended is an SMG to go along with this BAR class, because the BAR is not an SMG build. You can't run it as an SMG in my opinion. Maybe you guys can figure out a class, but in my opinion I wouldn't. So the Chariot WR is the way to go. Perk, I chose sleight of hand, which pretty much increases your reload quickness. Doesn't really increase anything here, but it does increase your quickness. And as you can see, level 28, I don't have anything unlocked, but you know, I did go crazy in the gameplays, as you guys will see. So sleight of hand for perk 1. Perk 2, you guys want something that increases your control just a little bit more, and that is simply by putting on hand. Now as you can see, equipment dexterity, which I have no idea what that means, but you can see right here, aim down sight speed. That's pretty good. You're gonna need that for a pretty big gun like this. As you can see right here, just a little bit control is increased, so that's why on hand is the way to go. Now for the grip, this is simply to increase your accuracy. Now in my opinion, the polymer grip is better, but you know, I didn't have that unlocked. I don't have that unlocked, so pine tar grip is the one I use. As you can see, recoil control is increased and your hip fire accuracy, and as you can see, we're almost maxed out on the accuracy for this gun, and control that goes up just a little bit. So the pine tar grip is the way to go if you don't have the polymer grip. I have a blueprint, so that's why I'm using the blueprint, and I have on the pine tar grip. This also increases your control and your accuracy, and it gives you some more bullets, and this is the 40 round mags. Now as you can see, recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and your fire rate, because this gun has a pretty low fire rate, okay? So increasing your fire rate does help out a little bit. Accuracy goes up, and as you can see, we're still working on getting it maxed out. Mobility goes up, and your control, so that's why I say put on the second one. Ammunition, it's all personal preference. In my opinion, the lengthen is the way to go. I don't have it unlocked. Lengthen is the way to go for a lot of guns, so I just kept on incendiary rounds. And guys, if you watch the gameplay all the way through, you're gonna see a lot of kills strictly from incendiary rounds where I go down and they still go down because of these incendiary rounds, or I just one-shot somebody and the incendiary rounds work in my favor and they go down. So that's pretty much they're on fire as soon as you shoot them. They turn on fire, so it does help out a little bit. As you can see, damage and range goes down. The only reason damage goes down is because they're gonna be on fire, so that fire makes up for the damage, which is fine. But I do recommend lengthened, which also increases the range as well, and you know, stuff like that. But for this gameplay, I'm using the incendiary rounds. Last but not least, we have the underbarrel. Now, as you can see, I don't have any of them unlocked, but the best one, which I do have unlocked because of the blueprint I have on, is the M1941 hand stop. Now, what that does is increase your recoil control and your accuracy, as well as decrease your hip fire accuracy, which is not needed at all if you're going to be running an SMG build as well. As you can see, that we can't max out the accuracy, but we are really close to maxing out the accuracy. It does increase the accuracy and your control. So this gun is gonna try to not have any recoil. That's the point of this entire build. So just put on the M1941 hand stop and you are here good to go. And here's my build right here.
There's people on me. Cracked him. Got him. He's on. Yeah, he's on you. Upstairs on me. Looking at me, shooting at me. He's low.
Also, you got to get used to like what the new one shot is. Cause I was saying one shot like yesterday, and it was like 4 shots, 3 shots. So
all right.
it's like really weird. It's a weird update. There's people down at 10s running towards CC right now. He's one shot up there.
Got him.
Safe zone relocated.
Oh, he's done. The other one's right here. Right. He's one shot already.
I got you.
He's gonna finish me.
You're the last
That
was actually one shot.
squad mate avenged.
Yeah.
was the video.
One of your allies
Of course it was.
back in the
Right now it is.
All our people are free loadout, and I'm getting sniped at.
Yeah. And your loadout's over here, I think.
Well, Storm's also coming in
Oh.
in a minute.
From where? The top CC, of course.
Yep, I know that. I gotta get out of here. Is there a zip? Oh, there's not even a zip. Get in alley, get in alley.
Got one.
I'm getting exit, it's not letting me exit.
Yeah, I didn't know what inside. Teammate is coming. Good stuff.
There's a car. You know, there's not a car, there's a shooting thing, dude.
I know, I was trying to switch seats, it wasn't letting me.
He's in there.
Yep.
Don't fight it.
I'm not.
enemy UAV active.
He's running to you right now. I'll watch you the other way. He ran.
Yep.
Playing up
I think he went down. He's back on the roof. Both on the roof. This hit him again. Down them. Got the incendiary rounds on him. Good.
Did you get both of them?
Nah, one of them is on this big building.
Tracking
He's
enemy.
on the roof now. He's on roof hut small.
Tracking enemy.
He just went down, I think. Coming down. Coming over, dude. He's on me. Dude, this gun's tough. I got him. Got him.
Grab UAV.
Allied UAV overhead. You're losing ground.
Yep. I'm gonna put a precision over there.
Gas mask.
Got a precision over there. So we can.
Precision, let's go. And in prison. Watch out for them and Nova.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how this is going right now.
Top tower is online.
Yeah, they're both at top. No, they have. No. Oh, yeah.
Crack them. I'm jumping down there.
Go ahead.
Wait a second to jump because he shoots at me.
Could confirm.
His teammate's all the way up. Yo, his teammate's all the way up there. Teammate's up there. Blue mark. And then you got prison shooting at us.
Should I come down?
He just landed it on there. It's up to you, I don't care.
Objective is to eliminate
I'm staying up here real quick.
target.
The prison's behind you, so watch out.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
There's 2 people going to be at harbor running towards me right now. So you gotta watch out.
Right under me.
3 meters.
Got one. Oh, got the bounty. Got the bounty.
Last one standing. You must stay alive until reinforcements arrive.
Be careful, you got plates too. Or plate up if you have to, if you can.
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
He's under me. Yep.
Losing
It's a 1v.
Move it.
It's a 1v1, I think.
Look at the map, look at the map.
I am.
SMG.
Go! I don't have an SMG. I had a sniper.
Okay, BAR.
I had a sniper. Well, I don't have an SMG, dude.